Okay. Does it show up as recording for you now? Now it does. Okay. Don't know why that happened. Anyway, getting back to where I was. I actually wanted to read you a poem that I had wrote that actually inspired me when it comes to doing dreams and dream interpretation. This one I actually gave to my mother a few years before she died. It's called Dreams of Desire. We all have dreams of desire that yearn and burn inside of us like fire. Each and every one of us hold the key, and if turned, it will make us feel free. Dreams are what we have inside. They know our past, present, and future wide. When you dream in the night, promise me you'll do what's right. Dreams and visions are the truth, and they're the ones that hold the proof. Dreams, sueños, no matter where you're from, they come from deep within ourselves. Dream today for tomorrow, because these are the days, and all that we have, dreams of desire. And that whole poem actually tells you pretty much to listen to yourself and understand. Really listen, write it down, and understand. Look for those symbols, because everything has meaning. Every single thing. You may not think it does, but it does. Now, here's the trick. If you wake up at 3 a.m. and you just had a dream, you need to write it down immediately. And the reason is because every 30 seconds that goes by when you awaken, you forget a symbol. Symbols are very important in getting an accurate interpretation of your dream. Dream interpretation is not a myth, it's real, and there is scientific evidence through research that backs it up. We currently know that the average person dreams about 5 times a night. And yes, even the so-called non-dreamers. Everyone dreams. The non-dreamers, they just don't remember their dreams, which is why the dream journal is so important. When you start recording, even that one time in a 5-year period, that one time will start helping you to remember your dreams. There's so many different examples, but I honestly don't have enough time to get into those with you today. But I do want to bring up one really important one. Christopher Columbus had a dream. He dreamt that God would give him the kiss of the ocean. And that dream, by listening to that dream, it inspired him to voyage westward. And he went ahead and he broke the boundaries, and he discovered America. And that was all from listening to his dreams. Dreams have been around as long as mankind has been around. In the Roman era, dreams were brought to the government, and those with power to interpret dreams were considered, divinely gifted. But once you learn how to do this, you can call yourself divinely gifted as well, just like they did. How many times have each and every one of you woke up at night and you asked yourself that question? You sat up in bed and you went, whoa, that was the weirdest dream that I ever had. Wonder what it meant. Now think about that. If you're actually asking yourself that question, don't you think that there's actually a clear meaning and understanding of what dreams really mean? There is. Now, what I want to do right now is go ahead and explore some of the most common symbols people dream about. Water, for instance, is symbolic of emotion, but water is portrayed in dreams in different ways. Like, let's say that you're drowning. You're drowning in a lake, you're drowning in the ocean, you're drowning in a river. Doesn't matter where it is. It currently means that you're very overwhelmed with what's happening in your life. If you are actually sitting next to a lake and the water is not moving, or you're on a boat and the lake is crystal clear, not moving, it portrays a feeling of contentment or calmness in your life. Running away, or running away from someone or something, is also a very common thing that people dream about. This can mean that there are situations in your life that you need to get away from. You just need to know what to look for. Each and every one of you knows what that thing is if you really think about it. Flying dreams are very common, and actually one of the very most common dreams that people get. And if you really think about it, flight, what does flight mean, people? I mean, if you get on an airplane and you fly, where are you going to go? You're going to get away, right? Okay, well, flying dreams are a lot like running dreams. It's just that you feel the gravity of the situation in your life has become so bad that you need to get away from it. Now, there are such things as upside down symbols, and let me explain this. And this is why it's very important to know an entire dream, okay? For example, let's take the red rose. A red rose typically symbolizes love and passion. However, let's say while you're holding that rose in your hand, a thorn pricks your finger and you bleed. Now, since blood is also a symbol, and blood means a loss of life force, the dream would actually mean that you have a loss of passion or love for someone in your life. It can be anyone, a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, boyfriend, wife, friend. Doesn't really matter. That's something that you would know. But to make a long story short, that is why I'm really reluctant to just say, hey, this symbol means this, without actually knowing the whole dream. Dreams have many symbols, but without them all, they can become inaccurate. So for the next week, I would like each and every one of you to take a notebook or a dream journal and test yourself. You will be surprised what you remember and what you will find out about yourself. No matter what time it is, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, write it down. Most issues in your life can be solved by just listening to yourself. And when your dreams are talking, they're talking to yourself. Next week, I will begin reading more dreams on DCT Live and be giving a little bit more interpretations of the dreams live. I will also read your screen name unless you specifically ask me to keep that name anonymous. And in that case, I will go ahead and refer to you as Jane or John Doe. Seems pretty appropriate. If you want to remain anonymous, go ahead and private message me your dream and make that request. Otherwise, please post your dream in the dream interpretation thread in the forums under the DCTV section. I would also like to remind our viewers that all Diva Chicks rules apply. And here's kind of the match of the whole thing. Some dreams, whether you know it or not, can become inappropriate. And I do know these symbols. I will private message you and let you know that I cannot interpret these dreams. If it actually happens, I will let you know that I cannot do it under the DCTV rules. But it doesn't happen very often. So moving on, I'm going to go ahead and read a dream, and let me grab it up here, that somebody has posted in the forums. Let me type her name into the box here. Okay, this girl actually wrote in the forums. Okay, weirdest dream in a while. I think she says physics. My physics teacher and my classmates were Power Ranger teachers. He was a male, and he was a Blue Ranger, and the classmate was a girl, and she was wearing yellow-green. And they were fighting against something. My teacher was dropping protective magnets on the ground. Yeah, weird. And my classmate was walking down the runway on the other side of the field. Runway was in a cave. Before that, I was running through the cave corridors from a dragon, and I had a huge cape. And later I melted gold in my room. Okay. First of all, I'm actually glad that you're here because you actually get to hear the interpretation of your dream. Alright, first of all, your teacher and the Power